Well, the transfer merry-go-round is in full swing as we head into the summer, and me and Tom are here to look at the latest rumours. We're going to start with the Premier League champions Manchester City, because they have reportedly knocked back a bid from Bayern Munich for Leroy Sane. The Germany international is thought to be keen on a move back to his homeland. Bayern have offered £70 million, Tom. That's not enough for City, seemingly. Can you see them cashing in at some point if they up their bid?
I think it all depends on Sane himself, doesn't it? He seems to want to move back to Germany and play regular first-team football. It hasn't happened for him, really, has it? Over the course of last season, where he struggled to get the game time he did during the 2017-18 campaign. If he's unsettled, I think that will force City's arm. I think they can hold out for a bit more than £70 million, though. In today's market, that would be pretty cheap for a player still in his early 20s. But ultimately, will Bayern be willing to pay that? It may be that someone else has to come in, a PSG or someone like that. So it remains to be seen, but I think the future is very uncertain for Leroy Sane in Manchester. We'll move to the red side of Manchester now, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is, of course, wanting to strengthen his squad over the summer, and he's been heavily linked with making a move for Adrien Rabiot, the PSG midfielder, who will become a free agent on June the 30th.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it, that one? He is certainly a talented player, but he seems to be having a lot of problems off the field. His mum is his agent and seems to be kicking up a massive fuss with Paris Saint-Germain over a new contract. They've now effectively cut ties with him. Barcelona was supposedly in the running for him. That's all gone very quiet now. Manchester United looking like they're going to strike whilst the iron is hot. I think he could be a good addition to a United team who are looking to get younger, aren't they, looking at their targets heading into the summer. We're going to stay with Manchester United as well, because they could be about to offload one of their big names. Romelu Lukaku is being heavily linked with a move to Inter Milan. Inter have just named Antonio Conte as their new head coach. Could you see him being a big fit in Conte's new look Inter?
Yeah, I think he'd be fantastic, wouldn't he, in a team like Inter? And perhaps he does need a fresh challenge in a fresh league. He spent the majority of his career in the Premier League and had relative success at the likes of Everton and Manchester United. I would like to see him stay in and be successful in Manchester. I think he's getting a bit of a bad rub of the green, if you like, and being made a scapegoat on occasions, but it does seem like perhaps there's something in this, and if Inter make a big enough bid that satisfies United, then he may well have to move on. We'll move on as well now to Arsenal, who look like they may be looking to sell 2 or 3 of their big established stars. Shokdan Mustafi, Mesut Ozil, Henrik Mkhitaryan, all linked with moves away from the club, with Unai Emery trying to make more funds available ahead of what could be a busy summer of transfer activity.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to sell, aren't they? Because they haven't really got a great deal of cash to spend as it stands, having missed out on Champions League qualification. And Mesut Ozil is the biggest earner at the club. If they could get him off the wage bill, that might free up a bit of room to bring in some more players. Unai Emery's got a huge job on his hands to try and rebuild that side. So I think they're going to have to sell. And I could see at least 2 of those players you mentioned there, Tom, being sold. Well, those are your latest transfer rumours. What do you think is going to happen this summer? Give us your thoughts on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news.